Okay, good morning. It is a little bit past 5 a.m. It's Tuesday morning. I am here at the park extra early this morning with Aurora. She's got the light on her e-collar on. That's that bright light you see. Aurora. But we're still playing. We're still playing. Here extra early because I am having surgery on my biceps tendon. Having it repaired today. Tore it about 3.5 weeks ago. So that's getting fixed. Pretty excited about that. Got about a 3-month recovery. But I am still here at the park. My check-in time is at 7 a.m. for surgery. Aurora. So, go get it. Give me that. I threw the other one, goofball. So, I am still here. No excuses. Why wouldn't I be? This is fun. I enjoy it. Why wouldn't I? This isn't a chore. It's a habit that I enjoy because it provides for my dogs. It's a bonding time for my dogs. It allows me some time to just be present. So I think way too many people out there look at their dogs as a chore. And if that's the case, really ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Do you treat your dog like a chore? If you have a difficult dog, it's understandable that you would. It's understandable that it's not always fun. But every single one of my dogs have been, quote, difficult at some point, reactive, aggressive, yada, yada, yada. But you can either keep telling yourself that excuse or you can change. You can find some discipline, create new habits. Some of those habits might involve educating yourself. Some of those habits might involve getting up earlier. Some of those habits might involve doing things that you've never done with a dog before. If you keep doing the same things, you can expect the same result most of the time, except dogs and people, they have a different temperament. So ask yourself, what habits do you have right now? Because those habits, the habits that you have in your life surrounding not only your dog but yourself, are creating either the dog you want and that you enjoy or the dog that you might currently have that you really don't enjoy. When that alarm goes off in the morning and you got to take your dog out and you're like, oh God, he's going to pull me down the street. So you sleep in a little longer, or you're in the habit of just going through the motions. Your dog's excited, not paying attention. You can't get him to sit. You can't get him to do this. And you just accept that. Those are all habits. And those are habits that are not in line with having a very enjoyable relationship with your dog. And they're habits that are not helping your dog be the best they can be and live the best life they can live. And so you might have the habit of buying them a bunch of toys and dog beds. Aurora, come. Aurora, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Good girl. You might be in the habit of buying them a bunch of dog beds and toys and treats because that's the only way you know how to feel any joy from them. So you just keep buying them shit. It ain't helping. It ain't helping. Where is that other toy? There we go. What are your habits? Aurora, let's go. Do you have the habit of walking in the house and excitedly greeting your dog every time you come in and walk through that door? Do you have the habit of, Aurora, come. Do you have the habit of they're in their kennel and you walk in and they're excited to see you And instead of waiting for them to rest or asking them to calm down or waiting for them to calm down, you meet them with pure excitement and joy over the top, and you let them out right away. What are your habits? Most people aren't even aware of what their habits are, let alone how their habits affect every aspect of their life. Discipline leads to habits. The habits you have are linked to your goals. What are your goals? A goal is not, let me give you an example of what a goal is not and then what a goal is. A goal is not, I don't want my dog to pull me down the street and react at dogs. That's not a goal, okay? That's not a goal. A negative is not a goal. I don't want my dog to be reactive to dogs. I don't want my dog to pull me down the street. Look at her with 2 toys. It's awesome. Okay, that's not a goal. A goal is, I want to calmly and confidently walk my dog down the street and pass by other dogs politely. Or I want my dog to trust me and connect with me when we're on a walk as we pass by other dogs. Those are goals. Those are goals. And I would like to do that, and then you put a time on it. I would like to do that in the next 3 months. Or this year, my goal is to be able to enjoy a walk with my dog calmly and confidently, passing by other people and dogs this year. And then you work towards it. You create habits that work towards that. You have the discipline that creates those habits, that keeps you to those habits. I don't want to today. I just don't feel up to it. I'm sore. I'm tired. But you still do it because you set a goal. But most people, their goal sounds like, I don't want him to chew the house up. I don't want him to poop in the house. I don't want him to do this. I don't. That's not a goal. It's not a goal. That's desperation, maybe. It's not a goal. It's a frustration. It's an extension of frustration. I don't want him to do this anymore. Start thinking in the positive and create habits that align with that positive. Come on, let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. Just ask yourself this. How many of you, first of all, how many of you ain't even awake right now? That's number one. How many of you with a dog that you're struggling with, if you're struggling with a dog and you're sleeping right now, 5 in the morning, I don't know why. I don't know why. Get up and work your dog when the house is quiet. Get up and do something. Get up and exercise them. Get up and take them somewhere. You're sleeping. That's number one. You get up and do something productive for yourself or for your dog. Maybe you just get up and get yourself right. Maybe you just get up and write out some goals for the day for yourself. One goal for your dog. Something. But if you're sleeping right now, 5:30 in the morning, and you have a goal, and you have a dog that is a chore for you, you have a dog that's a struggle, or you just have a dog in general, I got nothing for you. That's a discipline thing. That's a habit. It ain't important to you at the end of the day. It's not important. How many of you, the day you're gonna have surgery, I'm gonna be on a table, lights out by 9 o'clock this morning. It's 5:30 right now. How many of you would be at the park playing with your dog? 0 is the answer. If you would be, that's fantastic. But my dogs are squared away. My dogs are squared away. I don't need to be here working on stuff with Aurora. Aurora, let's go. My dogs are squared away. We've had people and dogs already walk through here. My dog's is squared away and I'm still here. And now you might think, well, yeah, it'd be nice if we could do that. I just can't do that. Yeah, you can actually. You can. You just telling yourself you can't because it's a fucking weak excuse to keep having a bad habit. Your excuses are habits as well, by the way. Your shitty excuses that you're telling yourself is a habit. Telling the narrative of your dog that you may or may not know that you rescued or adopted is a bad habit. That's a bad habit. What's a good habit? Living in the present with your dog, accepting the dog you have in front of you, not telling the narrative to yourself in your head that, oh, she's this way because XYZ happened. Aurora, let's go. Or he does ABC because in his previous life, blah, blah, blah. Those are habits. So a good habit is you live in the moment. I have the dog. This is the dog I have in front of me. The dog I have in front of me is destroying things in the home. Okay, why? Bored, unfulfilled, not enough structure. Maybe they're anxious, nervous. Okay, that's the dog we have in front of us. How do we solve those things? That's living in the moment. Not, well, he destroys things because he was kenneled and he doesn't like his kennel because he was in a kennel for most of his life, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. You don't know that. You don't know that that's even the reasons why. That's just the narrative you're telling yourself because you have accepted your own bullshit excuses. That's it. Well, I just feel so bad. When you get down to it, everything that you choose not to do with your dog that would probably be beneficial, and you know it's beneficial, comes down to you. It'll ultimately come down to you saying these words. I guess I just feel bad. I don't know. I guess I just feel bad. It'll come down to that. Most of it will. I don't know. I guess I just feel bad. I don't know. I guess I just feel bad for it. Good girl. Good girl. So yeah, I'll be on an operating table in less than 4 hours. And I'm still at the park working my dogs because that's my responsibility. And quite frankly, I don't even consider this a part of discipline, because discipline is always doing the thing that you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. But I feel like doing this, because here's the thing about discipline and habits. When you do them enough, they just become part of you. And it no longer feels like discipline. It no longer feels like a chore. It no longer feels like work. It's no longer like, oh, this is my habit. You just do it. Because think about all your habits right now. You don't think about them. You just do it. Aurora, let's go. You're just doing them. It's a beautiful thing. They just become part of you. You don't even think about it consciously most of the time. But in order to start new habits, there has to be a conscious effort. There has to be an awareness. And then there has to be the discipline to say, no matter what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create this new habit. I'm going to get up 15 minutes earlier, and I'm going to do something with my dog in those 15 minutes. Or I'm going to get up 15 minutes earlier, and I'm going to do something better for myself so that I can be better for my dog. Maybe I'm going to get up 15 minutes earlier and make myself a better breakfast. Maybe I'm going to get 15 minutes earlier and meditate. Maybe I'll 15 minutes earlier and read. Maybe I'll 15 minutes earlier and go for a walk by myself, do some exercise. There's all sorts of things, you know. Or a habit is maybe I'm gonna eat better. I'm gonna have a better lunch. What is a better lunch? Define it. Make it a real specific goal. Maybe you're gonna start taking your lunch. Maybe you get 15 minutes earlier so you can make a healthier lunch for yourself when you go to work. Maybe you don't eat lunch. Maybe that's a goal. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I eat something for lunch. So all sorts of little things that you can do to improve yourself and improve your life. And by doing so, you'll be able to better show up for that right there. Your dog. Period. Huh, mama? You ready? By the way, here's a little training tip. If your dog struggles with, Aurora, let's go. If your dog struggles with giving a toy back, even if they don't, get 2 toys. Get 2 identical toys. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Rest. Hey. Rest. Right there. She's tired. It's humid here. If your dog struggles with giving a toy back, get 2 identical toys. Or close to identical. And when they run back with one, hey, watch. Throw the other. Simple. Come on, mama, let's go. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Rest. Right? So I got this toy now. I'll get her attention. Right. Yes. And I throw. There we go. Come on. Come on. Anyway. I'm really not here to say, look how great I am, but you know what? I am great. I try to lead. I don't even try. I want to lead by example. I do lead by example. I walk the walk. I've been there. I've had serious behavior dogs. I've had very fearful dogs throughout the course of my life that I have done the work on and educated myself over many, many years. I've been there. Anything you're experiencing with a dog, I have experienced it. I promise you that. So I know what it takes to have a whole lot of fun with your dogs. I know what it takes to have a really, really beautiful, fulfilling relationship with your dog. I know what it's like to see what real peace and joy is in a dog without my presence. Just what's peaceful and joy. That dog right there, that's joy. That's peace right there. A dog bouncing off the walls when you come home, I don't think that's peaceful. I don't think that's joyful. You might be joyful, but I don't think that's a way for your dog. Hey, rest. Where are you going? Rest. Good girl. So, yeah, I am great. Yep, and I am a little further along than maybe you watching this. But you can achieve it too. The thing we all have in common is we're human. If you're watching this, you're human. You have the ability. You have the ability. You may not have the same skill set I have. You can attain it. But here's the thing, you don't need the same skill set I have. You need maybe 50% of it, and you're gonna level up your life in a big way. You may not have the same talent that I have. You don't need it. You don't need it. Create habits. Your habits and your discipline to stick to those habits can override any talent. You know this. So I'm just setting an example. That's why I got on here this morning, 3.5 hours out from surgery on my arm, playing with my dog at the park to talk to everyone about get your ass up out of bed and do something. You don't have surgery today. You're doing the same job that maybe you love, maybe you hate, pays the bills, and you're looking at your dog as a job, as a chore. That is not fun. You need to change your entire mindset. It's an opportunity. If you have a reactive, difficult dog, what would happen if you shifted your mindset to one of, you know what? I have a reactive dog and I'm proud of it because that gives me an opportunity to learn, gives me an opportunity to become more resilient myself, grow, and I'm gonna get her and I to a place where we are confident, where we enjoy life, where we experience peace. You can do it. That dog right there came at me hard when I first met her. She did not like men. Came at me hard on a 30-foot leash, right in my face. Thought she was gonna bite me in my crotch, to be honest. So it can be done. You just had to make the choice. You just got to make the choice, set the goals, cultivate the discipline, and create new habits. Take a look at what your habits are right now. Write them all down. What are your habits? You got to be aware first of what your habits are. Then you can start to look at, are those habits serving you for a better you? Are they serving your dog for a better dog? Take a look at it. Write it down. Get a pen and paper. We out. See you in a couple days. Aurora. Good girl. Let's see if she's going to try to get them both. Good girl. Come on. Come on.